With the whole Nickisnotgreen Super Mega situation coming to an end, I decided to do a follow-up video to my Nickisnotgreen video that I made a couple months prior to me, taking a long extended break from YouTube, and I can finally say that this situation has pretty much took a complete turning point when I last covered it. When I last covered the Nickisnotgreen Super Mega situation, Nickisnotgreen was, I guess you could say, winning the drama or like sort of shit like that. I mean, Nickisnotgreen's video was the most viewed video out of the whole Super Mega situation. Super Mega was losing subs, and Leighton, Lex, Ethan is online, and Nickisnotgreen has celebrated their downfall completely, and it looked like from a spectrum that they were gonna win this whole situation until some big turning point happened. A lot of big YouTubers were covering the situation. A lot of people were calling out Nickisnotgreen for his bullshittery, and then the situation turned into a complete turning point where Nickisnotgreen had to actually address the backlash that was made against him, and shit's wild. In this video, all I'm gonna do is just react to the whole Nickisnotgreen situation, basically react to the aftermath, what's happening right now, and sort of like wrap it into a bow tie and put it on a present and then just deliver. Yay, what's up, guys? Good morning. It's currently morning with me right now. I don't know what time I'm gonna get this video up. I think I'm gonna get this hopefully tonight, but knowing me, I'm probably not gonna get this up by tonight. I'm probably gonna get this up by maybe tomorrow at best, but whatever. So before I went on my YouTube hiatus, before the whole strike shit happened, before my channel was on the verge of termination and shit like that, before I went on my YouTube hiatus, I made a video on Nickisnotgreen talking about many reasons why I don't like this guy. I talked about his terrible his advocacy to deplatform. Shit. Fuck. God damn it. It's like 6 a.m. here. I had an alarm to wake up at 6. I don't know why. But yeah. Yeah, I ended up waking past this shit. Alright, so as I was saying, I made a video on Nickisnotgreen a month ago where I talk about all the shit that he's done that I personally think is wrong. Where one, he talks about his deplatforming campaign towards Sneeko. Look, say what you want about Sneeko, but I don't think he should be deplatformed for shit he says online. And what's it called? Oh yeah, and his horrible coverage on the Super Mega situation. Clearly both of these stories were because he was big mad because first Super Mega, because he was mad that first it was Sneeko. He was mad that he started a deplatforming campaign against Sneeko because I guess it's because Sneeko said something about his friend on YouTube, and the fucking Super Mega situation, which is this most recent controversy. He said that he talked about the Super Mega shit. He talked about the Super Mega shit. In the video, he admits that he talked about it because, in his own words, this isn't a situation where he looks at all the facts and comes to his own conclusion. No, my friend was assaulted. Some shit like that. He just in the Super Mega controversy, he basically flat out admitted that he's a biased piece of shit. And that got him a lot of controversy throughout this whole shit show. And I'm excited to, react to a couple of these, because right now Nickisnotgreen is getting a ton of backlash for this whole shit. And it just makes me smile, because when I covered my in my Nickisnotgreen video, I said that no matter how wrong this guy is, he probably just got away with this whole Super Mega shit. He probably got away with lying. He probably got away with the whole thing. This super mega shit was a smear campaign by Nickisnotgreen, Leighton, Lex, and Ethan is online. That's basically the whole fucking super mega situation. It's a nutshell. It's a fucking smear campaign. It's awful. And today, we're gonna be checking out the videos. But as I made my Nickisnotgreen video, things went quiet for a while until Ryan McGee, one of the super mega people, released this long statement. And fuck, I don't want to read all this. I think Turkey Tom also made a video which kind of brought light into the situation of how horrible Nickisnotgreen is and the people around the whole super mega situation. That's what caused the backlash against Nickisnotgreen. The Ryan McGee tweet and the Turkey Tom video. So first, I'm gonna, because I think Tom reads this tweet. Yeah, he does, right here. And I'm gonna cover it right now. Go.
Seriously made me regret saying anything despite the relief I felt prior. That appeared to be the end of the story, and was where this video was originally going to leave off. But just a few days before I was planning to release, on October 17th, Ryan posted a new statement on the matter, this time on the offense. It's directed against Leighton, Nick, Lex, and Ethan. Ryan was upset that those involved still hadn't taken responsibility for bringing up Daniel Kyer. He reiterates the accusation that they didn't care about him was not true. He takes time to reflect on how close of a friend Daniel was, and how deeply his loss affected everyone around him. It was a traumatic event that, thanks to Lex, was now being exploited for internet brownie points. He lists specific instances and even points out Lex was the first person to mention him. The claims regarding Matt and I disrespecting Daniel's memory were made and propagated by Lex in her now unlisted YouTube video that was posted July 27th, 2023, where she claims Matt called Daniel a coward multiple times and that Matt and I don't give a shit about suicide. She was the first person to mention Daniel. Leighton Stollard in a now deleted Twitch livestream that aired July 28th, 2023, where he stated we would make the actual act of Daniel's side the punchline of disgusting jokes. Nick, in a video that was uploaded to his YouTube channel on July 29th, 2023, where he uses a random post from a fan on the Super Mega subreddit as a segue to talk about Daniel, while also highlighting the claims Leighton and Lex.
Oh yeah, Nickisnotgreen's video on the whole super mega shit wasn't even about the allegations. One, it was a video just basically calling super mega a shit, and then went over to Leighton's stream of bullshit, and then also went through the super mega Reddit where he just played a loop of one of the super mega people getting punched in the fucking face in Creator Clash. Yeah, so if you want any more proof of why Nickisnotgreen is a scum piece of shit, that's why.
Lex made. And lastly, Ethan in a now deleted YouTube live stream that aired July 30th, 2023, in which Lex also appears, where he confidently states that we called Daniel a coward as he's reading a super mega apology bingo card on the super mega subreddit. This is the same stream where Ethan displays a subscriber counter for our channel.
Oh yeah, I wanna also talk about this. Ethan is online. And Lex, who they're both a couple, they both when Super Mega started losing subscribers, they both fired up a live stream and then just started, celebrating their downfall, smoking that Super Mega pack, and then placed an apology bingo card thinking that they're gonna release some apology. Yeah, Super Mega apology bingo card. They made an apology bingo card, and they also displayed their subscriber count on the screen and just celebrated. So yeah, these people are fucking pathetic.
Channel, celebrating the loss of our audience while encouraging those watching to unsubscribe from Super Mega. Ryan goes on to explain what transpired after they released their responses. Ethan and Leighton went quiet. Lex defended Leighton, citing his BPD. Then, a few weeks later, She unlisted her original video with a new description to distance herself. Ryan calls this out for what it is, throwing Leighton under the bus. Within this edit, she states that an individual, Leighton, used her trust in them as a platform to say a lot of really not okay things. She throws Leighton under the bus while failing to take accountability for how she said some of those exact same things, and was the first one to do so. They don't care about suicide. They don't give a shit about suicide. Those are her exact words after repeating Daniel's name to the camera twice. Her only proof that I didn't care being that I was quiet or uncomfortable around discussions pertaining to the topic. She never apologizes for unnecessarily bringing Daniel into the conversation. He points out that her edited description doesn't even acknowledge the mistake. The only thing I could find was in the edited description where she says, "My intention was to get my message about Don immediately completed and believed, and talk about what happened after that unfortunately led me to see him again, which is what led to a lot of interpersonal chaos that I learned wasn't necessary explaining in detail or even at all to be believed." Whatever she may have meant by this, it doesn't do anything to clear the water she muddied in relation to Daniel, especially when it's an edit to a description of an unlisted video. Neither did the words of Nick, who also didn't take any responsibility for propagating the lie. Nick was and still is the only one of them to publicly address things after the release of our videos. In Nick's update, he doesn't take responsibility for how wrong it was to specifically use Daniel in his original video, which garnered over 700,000 views. He instead dedicates about 20 seconds of his 1 hour and 5-minute upload to say he thinks he made a bit of a mistake when including other stories, mentioning how he believed it was context that he personally thought was important and necessary for the story. What logical leap must one make to think my friend who has been gone for over 8 years is in any way context to Lex's story of SA? Nick gave a spotlight to the things said about Daniel not because he thought it added context to the story, but because it helped his thesis of Super Mega is filled with horrible people.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like in this situation that people are using Daniel, one of this, the person that's one of Super Mega's friends that committed suicide. They used him at this whole shit show of a fucking drama and created it just to push a narrative that Super Mega is a horrible person.
This was intentional hurt smuggled in under the guise of providing context. When you shoot and edit a video, you get to choose what you want to keep in and what you want to leave out. You have full control over what you say. So why was Daniel edited in? Why bring him into this and perpetuate that I was indifferent when I have not once opened up about Daniel to any of these people? From this point on, I'll be reading the rest of the post verbatim, as I don't think there's any additional commentary required. It's a very well-written, interesting post. Nick, Lex, Leighton, and Ethan weaponized my best friend's death against me, the person who found him. As a result, there have been comments perpetuating these lies on a video where I'm commemorating Daniel on our old channel, Syndigo, accusing my grief of being fake. Additionally, Daniel's social media posts have been targeted as well. Daniel is no longer with us, therefore doesn't have a voice to speak up. He can't mute, block, or delete harassing and hurtful comments.
Yeah, this is horrible, just all around.
This situation is tainted as online memorial for me, as people comment as if they knew our friendship based solely on the lies perpetuated by individuals that never even knew him. What was once a time capsule of my best friend that I could look back on has now become a place that fills me with anxiety. I can't simply scroll through new comments and see people remembering him without also seeing these baseless accusations mixed in. It's just disrespectful. If anyone has anything to say, I wish they wouldn't do so by marring the social media pages of someone who can no longer speak for themselves. In relation to the old jokes told about Daniel, humor is how I and many others handle trauma. It gives us some sort of control over it. Any jokes told are in the vein of pretending to forget how to pronounce Syndigo or jokingly lamenting how 7-Second Challenge featuring Markiplier Part 2 never came out. All this to say that unless someone wanted to personally misconstrue times I've brought Daniel up, there's never been a moment I or Matt have expressed callous ambivalence to his death. I'm not asking for these people to be harassed or bullied. I only ask them for what they asked of Matt and me, to take accountability. Needlessly bringing Daniel into a conversation that had nothing to do with him, only to use him as a malicious tool, is low. None of these people cared about Daniel. They only cared about what damage they could cause to his name. The whole reason this situation began was because traumas weren't felt to have been taken seriously, and now I'm left confused and angered that this same group of people would then deliberately attack my most sensitive trauma and use my friend to smear both Matt and I. It's easy for them to spread the sentiment they didn't care about Daniel, a my word versus their word spun out of thin air, but they didn't have to endure the actual hardships that came with Daniel's passing. They weren't the ones who found him. They weren't the ones who waited in purgatory at the hospital. They weren't a part of the community that grieved his loss and continues to celebrate his life. There's an entire history that they get to neglect for the benefit of adding poison to the well. Daniel was an amazingly talented dude with skill sets far beyond his years. He was more than just a talent to so many people because on top of his accomplishments stood a creatively funny, contemplative, and unique friend. I remember many nights where Daniel would throw coins at my bedroom window until he got my attention so we could go on late night drives to smoke cigarettes and belt out whatever song we felt like singing while booking it down a barren South Carolina highway. I will forever miss Daniel being in my passenger seat. Thank you to everyone who took the time to read this, regardless of where you stand. I feel like I had to at least say something since these statements haven't been retracted and continue to cause harm. Large platforms were used to spread this misinformation, and unfortunately some of the sentiments left behind are written in ink. Following this pretty...
Yeah, so, this was a good statement from Ryan McGee. And we even have people like iDubbbz responding with a heart. iDubbbz. Is he coming home? Is iDubbbz coming home? Probably not. So yeah, so we have YouTubers like iDubbbz responding to this, you know, in support of Ryan McGee. And then, oh god, this is gonna be so bad, but like, later on, after Ryan McGee released this statement, Nickisnotgreen decided to respond on Instagram, on an Instagram story, with, people will do and say anything to defend people who cover up rape and continue to be friends with rapists. Just food for thought. You mindlessly and endlessly fight for someone you don't know. And then, what the fuck? Yo, wait. Yo, I'm just realizing, is this dog real? Is this dog real or is this photoshopped? Cause based on, you know, the fucking lighting, no fucking way, dude. Nickisnotgreen literally photoshopped a dog just to have sympathy points. This guy is a whole new level of pathetic. Oh my god, I did not realize this until now. That dog is photoshopped. There's no way. Yeah, Nick, you're a fucking weirdo. Anyways, where do we go from? Sometimes you wonder why people don't stand... Wait, is this... Oh god. Okay, yeah, I got it. Okay. Sometimes you wonder why people don't stand up / stay quiet about sexual assault victims. It's because it results in thousands of people calling them liars and harassing them off the internet for any reason they can find. It happens every single time. Okay, Nick, please enlighten me on this whole fucking shit, because your first Super Mega video was absolute dog shit. Like this dog, but like this photoshopped dog that you decided to put in your shit. And also, you said in your fucking video that this isn't shit where you look into the facts and make your own conclusion. So right off the gate, people thought you were a biased little shit. And based on your video, it looked like you didn't even watch her video. You just went off what she said. When she was like, when Lex was making the story, she was like, you were like, oh yes, my queen, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, oh yes, yes. But then when Super Mega responds, you're like, fuck you, you're a piece of shit. It's he said, she said, there's a bit of a misunderstanding. Like, god, am I still streaming? Yes, like, it's a bit of a misunderstanding. Golly, Nick, you're pathetic. This last part is gonna make you guys laugh. You should shut the fuck up and think about why none of their friends / peers stands up for them or back them up on any of this shit. It's embarrassing. Go get a job and stop being obsessed. Stop being obsessed losers. Nick. Nicholas is not green. What do you upload? Let's see. Oh, what'd he say? What'd he say again? Just stop being obsessed losers? Let's see. Mr. Beast. I watched the D'Amelio show, and it's bad. But stop being obsessed losers, guys. Just stop being obsessed losers. TikTok credit card drama has started dumb debate. But hey, just stop being obsessed losers. Hey, stop being an obsessed loser. Let's see. What else is here? What else is here? The lamest TikTok trend that keeps getting views. Oh, but stop being an obsessed loser. Stop being an obsessed loser, guys. What else? Nail salon drama is frightening, but stop being obsessed losers, guys. What is his most popular video? Let's see. Colleen Ballinger's new apology? But hey, stop being obsessed losers. Just stop being an obsessed losers, guys. That's what he's saying to us right now. Shane Dawson, James Charles. But hey, stop being obsessed losers, guys. Ariana Grande. But hey, stop being obsessed loser, guy. Stop being obsessed losers. Let's see. Oh my god, more fucking advocation to get fucking videos banned. This guy is a fucking dick. Oh my god, let's see. Racist troll, but stop being obsessed loser. Stop being an obsessed loser. Lizzo, but hey, stop being an obsessed. Okay. Brent Rivera, stop being an obsessed loser. Okay, I think you guys get it. Nickisnotgreen, you're literally in the same level as these fucking people who cover this drama shit. You are an obsessed loser yourself. Go get a job. What is your job, Nick? What do you fucking do? Your job is to be an obsessed loser. That's your fucking job. So don't come in on Instagram and tell people to get jobs when your job is literally being an obsessed. Don't tell people that they're obsessed losers and to tell them to go get a job when your job is literally being an obsessed loser. If your favorite content creator wants to be uncancelled, they should make a video and stop whining about their own actions catching up to them. Nickisnotgreen, this is what you're literally doing right now. This is what Nickisnotgreen. Nick, this is what you're doing right now. If your favorite content creator wants to be uncancelled, they should make a video and stop whining. Nickisnotgreen, this is what you're doing right now. You're whining about your own actions. You're whining that people are bringing hates, that people are like shitting on you on the super mega stuff, and you're whining on an Instagram story telling people to stop being obsessed losers and go get a job because your shitty coverage on super mega is catching up to you and you are ugly as fuck. And then I decided, my good old tweet face decided to tweet saying, watch Nickisnotgreen have allegations of him being a shit human in the near future. And when there are allegations of Nickisnotgreen being a shit human, I will be right there just smiling at that fact that Nickisnotgreen is a shit human. Yeah, so this whole Nickisnotgreen shit is catching up to him.
Wherever Nickisnotgreen.
Does he make another response?
Just food for thought. People don't sing them off. None of their creators have come out to express support in his replies. Not a huge deal.
WI dubs.
It's embarrassing. Go get a job and stop being YouTubers, dude. Chill out. I don't even need to say anything, really. This post really speaks for itself. It's fair to say this poisoned the well, and if you spread. Their other friend, Leighton Stollard, Morg Pie, and even Rav. All of these people spread provable lies to smear Super Mega as a brand while taking away from the one story that they claim to care about at all. Why? I don't fucking know.
Okay. So, wait, does he talk about Lex unlisting the video? Because that I really want to talk about too. Because when the whole backlash shit got to her, Lex herself privated the video. And she made... Oh, yes. Fuck. Wait, I have to go back to Twitter. Fuck, should have been a little bit more prepared for this shit. Hold up. No, I thought my shit was like loading. Oh yes, Lex. Is this her video? This is her video.
Have you ever kept a secret for someone else that you didn't need to? If you haven't, good. Don't do that. But if you have,
Yes. Okay. Her original description said last year was... Oh yeah, this was her original description right here. And yeah, Lex has been changing her description like crazy. And it's insane. Oh my god, dude. Okay, I'll just let Tom read this shit.
Robbed on the way out of and back from LA. There are now 3 different versions of the same event. To some, it may not seem significant.
Wait, what? Oh god.
Jeep next to the ocean. Now, Lex explicitly claims Super Mega made her homeless.
When someone is treating me actively different all the time in front of me, my only friends in LA that my only plan of like staying somewhere, my only like safe place, didn't want to help me, said they did nothing but helped me, and then gaslit me about it and made me homeless. Cause like, sure, maybe saying made me homeless is maybe extreme, but 1, how else would you say that? 2, we could have talked. Literally all we had to do was do this.
But by September 6th, Lex and Rav leave Pasadena for an Airbnb in Hollywood. They stay there until October when she drives back to Tennessee, her actual home.
After September, I kind of get out of LA for a while. I lost my wallet around this time, and it never arrived before the Airbnb was up. So I just didn't have any choice but to drive back home, which is fine, but because at least I had time to plan it. But that was interesting. I had to drive from LA to Nashville. It's like 2,000 something miles with no ID. So that was fun.
I'm going to point out the obvious here. If you can drive back home at any point, how exactly are you homeless? It seems like a choice if they were able to spend that much money on a hotel and an Airbnb. Now this brings up an issue that I've yet to address at length. Lex is very ambiguous when it comes to specific time frames. Just take one example. Let's try to figure out how long they stayed in Washington. Lex and Rav began driving to Seattle on August 10th. Even the first detail about this trip is inconsistent. Lex says in her video they got robbed the same day. That contradicts what she herself says in her Twitter post. We were robbed on the way out of and back from LA. There are now 3 different versions of the same event. To some, it may not seem significant she mistook the date by 2 days, but think about how many different screenshots are in her video. This is a public tweet that can be found extremely easily.
Okay. I don't think he says it here, and I think this is the video regarding leading up to the events of the Super Mega Drama. Because what if it's... Nick's not green in the responses. Yeah, so basically what I was trying to do is just like look for the part where Lex was just completely like changing the story a bit regarding the whole Super Mega shit. Like basically making this whole situation even more confusing than it probably should be. Oh, shit. It's morning time, bro. But, yeah, it's just making the situation a lot more stupider than it actually should be. So then, yeah, Nickisnotgreen released this shit after Ryan McGee's statement. Turkey Tom released his video on the whole super mega shit. I suggest you guys subscribe to them, to Turkey Tom, because I think he makes banger content. And during this whole super mega shit show, Nickisnotgreen was on tour, you guys. With the fuck and wait, hold up. Does it show his tour? No, but he has a band or like a music group called fucking, what's it called? Beef Jerky? I don't know if it's here, but like, dude, my fucking computer is shit. It's only because I'm streaming. If I wasn't streaming, my computer would be like, yes, they have this shit called queef. Is it queef jerky or beef jerky? Oh my god. Queef Jerky is Nickisnotgreen's new, it's like music channel. And if you guys want to check out this banger, here's some of the bangers.
Where's everyone going?
Park the car. Adam Driver, how about you leave the bar? Adam Driver, I don't like the middle part. No. Adam Driver had a Simpson night
Adam Driver, Adam Pilot, Adam Diver, Adam Mileage, Adam Paperwork, I'm doing the filage.
Where is Nickisnotgreen?
I drink sodas like Coke on the regular. My wife divorced me for things that I said to her. My dog is hungry, I should have fed her. My new wife's a robot, I haven't. I drink sodas like Coke on the regular.
Wait, here it is.
Tofu soup, venison marie. I can never tell if she's into me. Ice cold walls in the wintery. Please put your hands in the wagon.
Yeah, this is what Nickisnotgreen has been doing during this whole super mega shit. He's been singing Queef Jerky this entire time. Anyways, we're getting off topic. So yeah, after Ryan McGee's response, after the Turkey Tom video, Nickisnotgreen has been under pressure for the entire duration of this shit show, and he decided to release a response video. Finally, a response video, which this is in his channel, by the way. He's deleted the response video, which we'll get to in a bit. But yeah, we'll get to this response, and we're gonna react to this shit right now.
Hello, welcome back to the channel. Today is a very special episode, not only because I am back in my office and I am home from tour, but also because today's drama that I'm talking about has to do personally with me in regards to my coverage on the super mega story that happened a few months ago.
Oh boy, Nick, let's get to it.
On my channel and on many other places on the internet. If you're a regular viewer of my channel, you probably know what's going on and at least some of what has been said about me and others in the comments of my video, but I know that most of you are probably very confused right now, so I'll catch you up. Now, I wanted to talk about this sooner, but I was afraid that bringing it up would cause even more harassment against myself and the people around me and others in this situation. But because of just how bad it has really gotten, I want to publicly and fully explain my perspective and try to resolve it in the best way I can. A few months ago, I made 2 different videos about a controversy that happened with a YouTube channel by the name of Super Mega.
Yeah.
The controversy revolved around a sexual assault that happened to an artist and a friend of Super Mega's by another one of their close friends who also worked for the channel. Both people were associated with Super Mega, and the actual instance of the sexual assault happened under Matt Watson's roof. Now, the artist who was sexually assaulted made a video months after this incident detailing what happened between her, Don, her assaulter, and the rest of the Super Mega team. Now, Lex, the artist at the center of the story, is dating a close friend of mine who you are all familiar with. That would be Ethan is online. Lex posted her story, and I was asked by her and Ethan to potentially talk about it on my channel.
Wait, what?
Posted her story, and I was asked by her and Ethan to potentially talk.
Dude, this misconstructs everything like Lex says. Cause I wanted to show you guys this, because like when Lex initially covered, okay, I'm trying to get myself collected here. When Lex, you know, unlisted the video and shit, she only wanted like her Twitter audience or her, like, you know, people to see it. She didn't want this to be like a whole big controversy. Then here's Nickisnotgreen saying that, oh, Lex and Ethan asked Nickisnotgreen to potentially cover this whole Super Mega shit. Dude, this just contradicts everything Lex just said about, like, she wanted this whole smear campaign to happen, bruh. Holy shit.
Talk about it on my channel because I've talked about similar situations in the past. I watched her video, and a few days later I posted a video covering everything she said in the video, including the reports of 2 other people who spoke out about Super Mega, one of them being a former employee of theirs who used to be friends with Ethan and Lex at the time of her video releasing. Now, after I released this initial video, Super Mega released 2 videos detailing their side of the story, where they admitted their faults in a lot of areas, but also provided evidence as to why they believed that a lot of these claims were made in bad faith to hurt their channel, specifically targeting Layden's response as a highly falsified story that could not be trusted. Now, in one of these videos, Matt Watson claimed that a lot of these channels speaking out against them were directly tied to Layden, and even made the false claim that I am close friends with Layden, pushing the narrative that he was just a disgruntled ex-employee who orchestrated these people to speak out negatively against Super Mega and ruin their career. Now, I want to expand on my feelings on Layden and the way that I think he hurt Lex's story and the
watch this.
Reputation of so many people around him, but I will come back around to it after my summary. A major point of Super Mega's videos also focused on comments made by Lex and Layden about Matt and Ryan's late friend Daniel, who took his life several years ago. Specifically, Lex and Layden made claims about hearing Matt and Ryan call Daniel a coward, among many other things, and talked about how it changed the way they looked at Super Mega. But in their response, Matt and Ryan talk about how their feelings of grief around their late friend should not have been a part of Lex and Layden's statements, and they felt like it was extremely inappropriate to bring this up and use it against them. Now, I believe this part is important here, and I will be expanding on it later in the video, but I just want to make it clear that Daniel should not have been mentioned in anyone's videos about the situation,
Then why'd you mention it?
including Lex. Because it was a part of multiple stories that I was summarizing in my video, I, of course, decided to include it as valuable information, but the purpose of my video on Super Mega was to highlight the stories that were told, not give my own
Dude, your whole video wasn't to do shit. Your whole video was just to, you know, but like, push the narrative of the, quote, Super Mega is full of horrible people, where you fucking go over shit that you go over Reddit talking shit about Super Mega. You even loop a video of fucking one of the Super Mega people getting punched in the fucking face. And you mentioned Daniel's suicide. Like, you didn't even mention about the fucking sexual assault. And maybe you did, at least, like, bits of it. But then most of it was just shitting on Super Mega.
Personal story on the situation. Bringing up Daniel was purely part of reporting that story. It was not a personal feeling that I had against Super Mega. Again, I'll touch on this more, but I'll complete the summary first. After these videos came out, I posted another video that summarized Matt and Ryan's videos at length, including the evidence they brought forward debunking some of the claims that were made. Now, I included all this information that was given by both parties in these videos, and I talked about deflections made by Matt and Ryan that attempted to discredit the victim in the story and anyone who was willing to talk about their actions. Now, on the other hand, I talked about mistakes that were made by Layden that ended up doing damage to the victim and her story. Lex publicly stated that she was not happy with Layden's actions and the way he handled the story, and from what I know, they are not on speaking terms anymore. Since then, there has been a by fans of Super Mega, other YouTubers, and Super Mega themselves that has fully embraced the conspiracy that there was an organized attempt to cancel Super Mega, and that I am one of the...
Bro, Layden at this point is just like the fall guy of this whole Super Mega shit.
Main people behind this attack. I want to be as straightforward as I can be here. You can look at my comments across social media, on Instagram and YouTube, to see the direct claims being made about me, and I also invite you to watch videos that are popularizing online about my role in this situation so you can come to your own unbiased conclusion. I made an effort to lessen the amount of harassment that was coming towards me and people around me from these videos, but I have not blocked any words, I have not suppressed anything in the comments of these videos, and you are free to comment whatever you want. It is anarchy down there. Today I'm going to touch on these criticisms as candid...
Well, we're not free anymore, Nick, because you freaking privated your videos.
...as I can. I have no agenda. I'm not a part of any organized attack to cancel YouTubers. I was not given permission to make this...
Nick, your whole channel is an organized attack to cancel YouTubers. Shut your ass up.
...video. I wrote the script. I edited it. Now, just because this video is coming out around the same time as some other creators are talking about Super Mega, that does not mean there is a hidden agenda between people trying to ruin Super Mega's channel. This video being made is...
What?
...not an effort to refuel the fire. Originally, I just wanted to do the best to respect the wishes of the victim in this situation and be quiet about it, to try to lessen the amount of harassment happening, because I knew that talking about it would just result in more harassment against Lex and claims that her sexual assault was a flawed story used to harm the Super Mega YouTube channel for clout and attention. This narrative became increasingly popular, taking over all of Lex's social media and resulting in her deleting anything online pertaining to Super Mega or the sexual assault. This, of course, caused even more people to make the assumption that this whole story was a lie. And very recently, this narrative grew aggressively because of a statement given by Ryan McGee on Twitter talking about his feelings on Daniel being used in Lex and Layden's video, and also being used in my video reporting on their videos. Now, because of this, in his statement, he directly mentions me and tags my social media, claiming that I was exploiting Daniel's suicide by including what Layden and Lex said in my video. So why don't we talk about this criticism and others that have been...
Yeah, we're 6 minutes in.
I do think there are valid criticisms being made about my coverage in the story, but those criticisms are drowned in lies being spread about me and my intentions while reporting on this story. I want to talk about these criticisms pertaining to Daniel first. Now, there are about 30 seconds in each of my videos where I covered it as part of the story Lex was telling, and when I talked about Super Mega's response to these claims, and in no way is there any evidence of me making personal claims about my thoughts on Ryan and Matt's relationship with Daniel. I think it is very irresponsible to claim that Daniel was a major point made in either of my videos, and I do believe that Ryan used my name in his statement to try to discredit my story in the way I reported it further.
He just wants you to take accountability, dude. He tags your social media and shit just so you can take accountability. And to discredit your wait, what did he say?
My name and his major point made in either of my videos, and I do believe responsible to claim that Daniel was a major point made in either of my videos, and I do believe that Ryan and Matt's relationship with Daniel. I think it is very irresponsible to claim that Daniel was a major point made in either of my videos, and I do believe that Ryan used my name in his statement to try to discredit my story in the way I reported it further. In my video, I directly quoted
what the fuck?
What was being said in a story I was covering, and I believe that it was necessary to point out that these claims have been made, and of course I wanted to follow that up with what Super Mega thought about those claims. After reporting on this story in both of my videos, I will say that I believe Daniel's suicide should not have been a part of the story told by Lex and Layden. I Do not think it was necessary information for anyone to include that in their personal story about Super Mega. I do not believe that means that I should ignore and disregard any mention of Daniel in my story, so I included it. I will say I believe there is a difference between exploiting someone's suicide and including it as a part of someone's experience when making a video about the story. I'm sorry that I talked about Daniel in the video. I think it would have been worse for me to ignore it altogether, but I should have condemned it when it originally came up in Lex and Layden's story. Although,
Bro, why does... Okay, dude, I'm not gonna throw a hissy fit because the fucking cat pops up in the video, but like... Never mind. I don't care.
though I knew people personally involved in the story, I was still a third party who made this video summarizing Lex's story after it was...
Shut the fuck up, Nick. Shut the fuck up, Nick. Shut your ass up! Shut up! Nick, you are not a third party in this situation. If you were asked by Lex and Ethan to make a video, and then you don't even get the other side, you don't even ask for the other side's, side of the story, because you were asked by Lex and Ethan to make your shitty video on Super Mega, but you didn't even bother to ask the other side of Ryan and Matt and Ryan about this whole shit. So, Nick, you are not a third party in the situation. Shut your fucking ass up.
It was posted, and I can firmly say that I had no part or decision in Daniel becoming a part of Lex or Layden's story.
Oh, you clearly, yes it was, dude.
All of the videos about Super Mega that I talked about in my video were made before I even started scripting the story, and I think that the belief that I am heavily tied to the situation and that I brought Daniel's suicide up for no reason is wrong. Making claims that I used Ryan as a main point in my video or that I exploited his suicide for views on the Super Mega story makes it very obvious that Ryan really never watched anything that I made on the situation. If he did, he would see that all mentions of Daniel in my video were quoted from himself, Matt, Lex, or Layden. After Ryan released this statement, I do believe that this talking point, among a few others, has now been used as a way to make wild claims against me and others, deflecting the multiple horrible actions that Super Mega has made in order to spread the conspiracy that I made a hit piece on Matt and Ryan.
Which none of you have even brought to the table. During this whole Super Mega shit show, I have yet to see what horrible thing Super Mega has done. I have yet to see it. I have yet to see any horrible thing they've done throughout this whole entire shit show, other than the whole Daniel shit, the whole them getting punched in the face, and then maybe the fucking Dawn person. I have yet seen any shit.
And for attention and clout. Even if it may have just been a few, I have seen multiple creators and artists on the internet publicly standing up for Super Mega and using the mention of Daniel to deny all of the accusations against Matt and Ryan. I have seen creators who have firsthand experienced the backlash of telling a story as a victim online who are now backing up Super Mega as if they both didn't fully admit to covering up.
Because they know that this story is just full of shit. Hold up, what do you say?
Who have firsthand to deny all of the accusations against Matt and Ryan. I have seen creators who have firsthand experienced the backlash of telling a story as a victim online who are now backing up Super Mega as if they both didn't fully admit to covering up their friend and employee sexual.
Because they know they're full of shit. That's why they are standing up for Super Mega. Because they know that Lex's story is full of shit, your video is horseshit, Layton is a piece of shit as well, and everybody just around the story is just full of shit.
Assaulting another one of their friends. There is verifiable proof that after Super Mega finally let Don go, they didn't tell their fans the reasoning for firing him after weeks of questions about his disappearance from the channel. There is also evidence that Don asked people publicly about housing in Los Angeles and that Super Mega fans offered places for Don to stay under the impression that he was still on good terms with Super Mega and definitely under the impression that he was not a sex offender. There is evidence that Ryan was publicly liking Don's tweets weeks after he was let go for assaulting someone at Matt's house. Ryan has admitted to sexting fans he met online and has agreed that his actions are not worthy of the platform he has. It is embarrassing the kind of people that have been standing publicly with Super Mega when it has been very clear that they are not.
And it is embarrassing that you're doubling down on this whole dumbass shit when clearly you are completely shooting yourself in the foot here, dude. Like, it's embarrassing, dude.
Above denouncing the hate that Lex is receiving because of things they said in their videos. Regardless of Layden's role in the story, Matt and Ryan will not stop anyone from claiming that everything that happened in Lex's story was a lie. Matt and Ryan are well aware of how their audience is responding to this. They see how dishonest the claims are about Lex, myself, and many others. They can say they care about lifting Lex's voices up, and they can say that they are sorry about what they did to her, but it has become very obvious that they do not care how their audience is responding to this. I invite people who are watching my video, who are fans of my channel, to read the comments and really think about how this should be handled. We are currently watching the repeat offense of thousands of people clawing for reasons to defend a YouTuber they like or a friend that they have in their life. And I am sure that many of you are still unsure about how you feel after reading the countless comments of people calling me a liar and claiming that I posted about this situation in malice towards Super Mega. And so
It clearly was fucking malice, dude. Hold up, what did you say again?
you can say they see how dishonest lie. Matt and Ryan are well aware of how their audience is responding to this. They see how dishonest the claims are about Lex, myself, and many others.
What were the claims?
They can say they care about lifting Lex's voices up, and they can say that they are sorry about what they did to her, but it has become very obvious that they do not.
What did they do, though? I think, like, the closest thing was probably Don. I think Don's, like, the initial bad person in this situation. But even then, I'm not sure what the fuck is even happening.
Not care how their audience is responding to this. I invite people who are watching my video, who are fans of my channel, to read the comments and really think about how this should be handled. We are currently watching the repeat offense of thousands of people clawing for reasons to defend a YouTuber they like or a friend that they have in their life. And I am sure that many of you are still unsure about how you feel after reading the countless comments of people calling me a liar and claiming that I posted about this situation in malice towards Super Mega. And so I want to briefly touch on some major comments being made about me and give you my thoughts.
Alright, let's see. Let's see.
Theorizing the secret reasons that I must have had to make this video in bad faith to cancel Super Mega, and I think a lot of them are very dumb arguments.
I mean, so is, like, this entire 11 minutes so far that we've been through. Your arguments have been nothing but stupid, and it seems that you've doubled down on this shit. Which, why? Just fucking give up, bro. It's over. You're losing subs at a massive rate. Just give the fuck up.
One claim that I continue to see being made is that
Now it's your turn to release the apology video. It's your turn to pull out the ukulele. It's your turn.
capitalized on a suicide for clout. Daniel was far from the main thing I talked about in my video and was not a major part of the story at all.
But it was also just to push your Super Mega is horrible narrative. Like, Super Mega is full of horrible people narrative. So it definitely was, like, part of your story.
In any way. And if you watched any
And
of
it's
the
one of the
videos,
main
you
reasons
agree with
why.
that.
And it's, like, one of the main reasons why you think Super Mega is a horrible person. Or full of horrible people.
The claim that I am capitalizing on anything in these videos is also an argument that is very obviously being done in bad faith. I cover stories on the internet 3 times a week as my job. I covered Super Mega's story
See, that's his job, guys. His job is to be an obsessed loser.
in 2 different videos, neither of which were monetized or advertised on because I did not feel that was appropriate for me to profit on a story like this. I didn't make any money reporting on this story, and my only objective for posting about it was to talk about a story that I felt was important. Another reason people are calling me a liar is because they think that I'm friends with Layden, and that this was a part of his plan to cancel Super Mega.
Not just friends with Leighton, but you're also friends with, like, Lex and Ethan and all those fucking people, like, together. It almost seems like it was like a 4 team that you all gathered shit together and made your shit up to, like not just Leighton. It's also Ethan and Lex.
I didn't talk to Layden about making this video about Super Mega. I didn't even know that Layden was going to speak out about Super Mega when I started scripting my video about Lex's story. I am not friends with Layden. I do not hang out, and I have never conspirized with him against Super Mega. And if you ask anybody that I know in real life, you know that I don't like Layden. I have had negative interactions with Layden in the past.
Yo, Layton is really the fall guy of this shit. I mean, Layton is the one that got the most backlash throughout this shit. Layton has been wanting to cancel Super Mega for a long time, and when he got his opportunity, and when Lex made his video, he thought like that was his big opportunity to like just shit on Super Mega with Charles Hard R Cheese, and then just to get reversed back, just to get reverse card and just completely screw him over. Funny shit ever.
Yet I still reported on his word because he was a reputable source as someone who previously worked with Super Mega and was let go. I came to find out that Layden was not a reputable source at all, and I covered that in my follow-up video about Super Mega. The claims Layden made were not at all accurate, and I regret not denouncing them even more than I did in my previous video. I am sorry that I did not dispel more of what Layden said specifically in his video about Super Mega, but I can now say that Layden did nothing but hurt Lex's story, and I think if given the chance, Lex would say the same.
I think you've also heard it too, Nick.
Personal feelings on Layden, people comment, insult, and degrade these stories as though this means that everything reported is completely invalid. I know that people will continue to relentlessly claim otherwise, but I do not have any ulterior motive for my videos made on Super Mega. I do not have any reason to want them to get canceled, nor do I think they should suffer non-existence from the internet because of this situation. I completely leave the fate of whether or not Super Mega decides to be on the internet in their own hands. There's obviously a large group of people who still support Super Mega and are willing to watch them online, so I don't think it is a problem for them when it comes to being
I mean, what's the point? Didn't they like quit YouTube?
canceled. They even still have their Patreon up and are asking people to subscribe for content that happened before they got canceled. And Don, the person who actually sexually assaulted Lex, continues to have a Patreon as well. But based off their reaction and the way that they turned the narrative on their friend who was assaulted in Matt's house, I fully believe that Matt and Ryan support the conspiracy that Lex's video is nothing but a hit piece on them to ruin their career. Another claim being made about
Clearly it was.
me is that I made my video about Super Mega for clout and attention. If you look at my channel,
clout and attention. Yeah, maybe if you bring up like serious shit, that could probably give you a lot of views and shit.
especially right before I made my videos on Super Mega, you'll see that I don't need or want clout or attention from them. My TikTok drama audience does not overlap with a dying Let's Play channel. And
Alright, Nick, that's a great shot there, but your channel isn't looking so good either. You're losing subs at a massive rate right now because of this whole shit show of a drama that you decided to put on yourself. Nick, this is all you. So, just saying.
And when I initially posted these videos about Super Mega, as expected, they did not perform as well as my normal videos. I wasn't making money off the videos, and there was no reason to believe that these videos would somehow help my career. Most of the attention that I've gotten on those videos has been from people harassing me after being sent to my channel by Ryan and by other YouTubers who are making 3-hour rants about why Lex's experience.
3-hour rants? Wow, what a way to discredit the videos. You talk about people discrediting your video. Look how you discredit our video. You call us a bunch of loser shits and a bunch of obsessed losers. And what's it called? A rant video. It's not a rant video. It's just disproving, just looking at your video, looking into detail on how it's did, looking at how it is, and basically critiquing it.
Getting assaulted is a lie made up for attention. I am absolutely not a stranger to hate campaigns like this. I have dealt with months of hate.
Nick, you are a hate campaign. You are literally part of the hate campaigns. You're literally doing it right now. Like, I can look at your past videos because now that you're getting shit for all this, there's a lot of things that you've done in the past. Like, there's a lot of things on Twitter that I've been seeing that you have just a pattern of behavior it's just like all around, you are a horrible person, Nick.
Following my coverage on stories like Sneeko or Gus Johnson, both
Sneeko, yeah, Sneeko, you ran a deep platforming campaign against Sneeko. I don't know about the Gus Johnson part, but I speculate that you also decided to, run a deep platforming campaign against them. That's probably where the hate came from, because your dumbasses just putting out a deep platforming campaign.
Situations where I was harassed endlessly for uplifting the voices of victims who are attacked just like this. It is a never-failing pattern for uplifting the voices of victims. Or Gus Johnson. Both situations where I was harassed endlessly for uplifting the voices of victims who are attacked just like this. It is a never-failing pattern that every time a victim speaks up, their words are dissected and ripped apart by people who want to find any reason to believe that the creator they love is not deeply flawed. I personally do believe that there were a lot of missteps that were taken when speaking out about Matt and Ryan. I think that Lex's video was long and that she spoke about her experience emotionally because of everything that happened to her and the way that her life seemingly fell apart after being sexually assaulted by a friend of hers. I don't think that she's in the wrong for that, regardless of the way that people use that as a way to discredit her story. I also believe that I could have done a better job in reporting this story. I was told by people close to me that these things happened with Matt and Ryan, and I would agree with my initial reaction claiming that they are horrible people. I believe looking back that this title was reactionary, and I disagree with using the specific language in my initial video, and I'm sorry for that. I do not think Matt and Ryan are defined by this experience, nor do I think they are incapable of learning from it and growing to be better examples for their audience. I still stand by my initial opinions on Matt and Ryan's responses, and I don't believe they should be praised or defended as if they are innocent at all in this situation. Matt Watson and Ryan McGee put their audience at risk and lied to the people who watched them because they knew it would negatively affect their image. If you do not agree with me on that, then I do not think that you should watch or consume my content. It is gross the way that people have claimed innocence for Matt and Ryan, and I hope all of you take a good look at the way everyone is reacting to this story before continuing to support the creators you watch. And
hopefully you fucking look into this shit before you decide to be all reactionary to this shit.
Enjoy. None of this means that people should be attacking Lex and the people around her as if this was a proven, calculated attack to use Lex's assault as a way to cancel some YouTubers. It disappoints me that people who watch my channel would buy into the idea that I would risk my career and safety to ruin someone else's YouTube.
Safety? I mean, you did just risk your entire YouTube shit and credibility just for the cancellation of Super Mega
channel. Another claim that is being made about me is that I made my initial video without looking at the evidence or letting Super Mega speak about their side on the issue. If you know my channel, especially at that time, I was posting constantly and I was always trying to be the quickest one to get to a
meow
story. I followed up Lex's story and gave it a couple days to see what happened, and in that video I said that I would be immediately following up with a new video after Ryan and Matt give their response to the situation. After they responded, I immediately scripted and put together my second video on the situation, which is even longer than the first video. I put it out a couple days later, and I was careful not to mince words on what Matt and Ryan thought about this controversy. I did not hide anything they said. Since then, there have been constant claims that have been made acting as if I never followed up on this situation, even though my video on their responses was even more detailed than the video I made about Lex's story. Regardless, almost every comment I've seen acts as if I've never reported on what happened after Matt and Ryan responded. So much of the criticism I have received from making these videos has been from people who never took the time to watch any of the videos I made about the situation, and it becomes increasingly more obvious that they took the word of people deflecting from the truth rather than actually watching all of the videos involved. You cannot watch a video from another creator or even from Matt and Ryan claiming that I am a liar without even watching the content that I made in the first place.
Dude.
That is the definition of attacking someone in bad faith, and I do believe that I looked at all of their videos and reported on them as accurately as I could. As I've always said, I want the people who watch my videos to come to their own conclusion. Watch my video.
I do watch your videos. I just watched this video, so I can come up with my own conclusion. And my conclusion is, you suck.
videos on Super Mega, but also watch their videos and watch the videos of people constantly criticizing me and saying that I am acting in complete dishonesty. Now, if I were to go back and change anything, I do think I should have waited until Matt and Ryan responded to everything before talking about it. In hindsight, that is a big mistake that I will not be making in the future, and I'm sorry for that. I like to report on news as quickly as I
Oh, he's sorry, guys. Ooh.
can, and I did so with both my videos in this case, but specifically with this story, I should have absolutely waited on a response by Super Mega and made one big video about it rather than separating both stories. And I am very sorry to everybody involved for making that mistake. I definitely need to take a look at my content and look at the way that I can impact other people as a result of telling my stories. This situation has told me that I need to take a lot more care when it comes to reporting these stories, and I will not make that mistake in the future, and I apologize. After thinking about how to address this for a while, I decided to unlist both my videos about Super Mega to diffuse as much harassment as I can, and hopefully...
That's good. That's good. Shit, what am I doing? That's good.
Put this situation to rest. I'm going to link both unlisted videos in the description, so there is still a way to access and watch them.
Well, this video isn't from Nickisnotgreen, and the video's private, and the shit's not here, so, this doesn't come private at all, the Super Mega video, so I'm re-uploading. Holy shit.
But I do not want the public to come across them anymore because of the way that it has affected everyone. I believe Lex is going to...
Okay, at least he privated it or unlisted it, because that video was really, really bad.
Publicly talk about all of these claims in the near future, so some questions that were made directly towards her and her story should be answered there. But again, our social media accounts are not controlled the same way. I am not in consistent communication with her, and I am not associated with how she goes about telling her story. If you come across this video and you look at everything and you feel like you want to stop watching the channel, that is your decision. And if you want to keep watching me and you want to keep seeing what I'm doing, I'll be back on Monday. Hello, welcome back to the channel.
Okay, shut your ass up. Alright. That was Nickisnotgreen's response to the Super Mega shit. And as you know, he got a ton of backlash for this. Now this is like normal. Now his fans, like his hardcore fans, now know this shit. Now his hardcore fan base knows this shit now. Now he knows that he's been involved into a bit of conflict with Super Mega. He knows that now his hardcore fan base know that he's involved with this shit. His hardcore fan base knows that he's in the wrong and this isn't good. So, and he lost subscribers at a very massive rate. So in order to fix that, channel stats. Yeah, so if you look at his channel right now, his channel is doing terrible. He's right now losing 15,000. He lost 15,000 subs in the last month. And in order to fix that, Nickisnotgreen has decided to address the Super Mega shit again, but this time buried in a Mr. Beast video, talking about the Mr. Beast video, where he talks about the whole Mr. Beast and Rosanna shit show. The shit's monetized, of course, but like, yeah, Nickisnotgreen, in order to like hide his tracks, because he saw that he was losing subs and he wants to win back his audience, or he wants to like stop his channel from, in order for Nickisnotgreen to stop his channel from bleeding, he decided to just delete the response video, or he privated the response video, he privated the Super Mega videos, and he decided to address it, buried in a Mr. Beast video, because now his hardcore fan base knows this shit. Now his hardcore fan base knows that he's a piece of shit, and he decided to bury it in a Mr. Beast video. So yeah, let's just watch this part. Oh shit.
Yet. But first, I want to address my video from Friday. I know, not done talking about it, but
the video that you've oh my god, that face. The video that you have taken down, the video that you deleted.
just hear me out. I've been thinking a lot about my role in the controversy that I made a video about on Friday. Even though I know that there are disputes about Lex's story that she is planning on fully addressing this week, from my knowledge, I want to address this issue completely separate from her and talk about how I inappropriately handled reporting on a story that I should not have reported on. I'm realizing pretty late that I was too close to the story, and regardless on my personal feelings for the situation, it was irresponsible for me to involve myself and my platform into a conflict that really had nothing to do with me. And also, just because I didn't intentionally lie or make things up, just because I can continue
Oh my God.
this situation in good faith, I am not free from the criticism of how I actually am making and reporting on those videos. Yes, I went into the story with my best intention to spread the word on a victim's story. Yes, I still can say now that there was no foul play behind the scenes involved.
There was clearly foul play. Shut your fucking ass up, dude.
I just did what I thought was best. Either way, regardless of what you believe about that, my addition to the story was destructive and it hurt everyone involved. Although I think so many people who are on the opposing side have not helped the argument and have made themselves aggressively wrong in a lot of situations, I thought about this and how I honestly and truly feel about it without the anger or defensiveness from so many people attacking me on all sides. And through thinking about this situation, I realized that there is so much that I could have done better. I should not be involved or be a part of this story, and I should not have agreed to cover it.
Oh.
Even then Lex approached me with the idea. And now I do still want to say that even with them asking me, I don't think they had intentions to lie or to put my career in a bad spot. I was still irresponsible by accepting it. Lex's video is already big enough on its own. When I started to make mine, it had already caught the attention of the people who it needed to catch the attention of. There was no reason for me to be a part of this at all. There are ways to support a victim story as a friend, and this was just not the right way to do it. I looked at this situation and I wanted to be as honest as I could be about it. If I didn't feel sorry, I did not want to express any statements that I didn't really feel were true. I know many people who watch me because they know that I talk about the way I feel about things as authentically as I can. And in this case, I thought I did so, but I did it in an irresponsible way.
This whole super mega shit just proves how of an irresponsible shit Nickisnotgreen is.
I want to be responsible with my platform regardless of how I feel about the opposing party, and I let down my audience by doing that. I am sorry for how I handled this. I hope that you trust me to grow.
That sorry is just full of shit. I believe Nickisnotgreen is only sorry because he lost the majority of his fan base because his entire fan base just isn't on his side on this situation. B, that's all I have. He just lost his entire fan base and he feels like he needs to he feels like this statement will just win them back, but it just won't.
Grow. I want to continue to do my job with more responsibility, with more foresight, and actually treat my platform the right way with the amount of people who watch me every day. I tend to get defensive when it comes to the way that victims are treated online and how they've been treated in the past, and I don't think it's fair for me to back off of a belief I have when I know that a victim is not able to do that they are inherently attached to what has happened to them. Regardless of that, I let that get in the way, and whatever happens with this situation moving forward, I am not a part of it. I do not associate myself with anyone involved, and by no means does that mean that I'm fully discrediting Lex's story. By no means does that mean I'm fully siding with Super Mega. I'm truly trying to do what is right for my platform. I don't want my career to be defined by situations like this, and this is not at all the kind of content I want to create. This is not the kind of situation that I ever want to even be a part of in the future. I really do think that this was like a good way for me to learn how to address these problems and how to battle with the things that I believe against people who are claiming things about me when I believe that those things might have been claimed in bad faith. Regardless, I need to look at these criticisms as objectively as I can. Listen, I have no gauge of how you feel about me. I know the comments aren't a very realistic depiction of my actual audience in the way that the greater viewer base on YouTube feels about me. But I'm
What?
personally very, very inspired and excited to get back to making content that I love for the people who enjoy watching that content. Regardless of how much I loved tour, I thought it was so awesome. I can't wait to get back out there. It was still a pretty tough road bump that made it hard for me to put time and care into the videos I was making. And since coming back, I'm like super excited to give you the funny and unserious videos about the drama that we love so much on the internet. I will continue to do what I think is best for my channel, and I'm so excited for you guys to see what's coming. And Dev and I are actually bringing back You Cringe, You Smoke as a new series exclusively on
What the fuck? You cringe, you smoke?
He Said Us, and it will be returning this week with a special Halloween edition where we react to millennial cringe. I got to meet so many of
What the fuck? Millennial cringe?
you on tour, and the number one thing that you guys asked me was to bring back this series, and luckily I've been bribed with enough legal, untampered substance where I'm excited. I'm gonna put the series on He Said Us. We're
You're
gonna
so
continue
lame,
to put
dude.
them out there. It's gonna be better than it was ever before. No phoning it in. This new episode is probably my favorite episode of You Cringe, You Smoke I've ever done. I'm excited for you to see it. Queef Jerky also has a new song and a music
Queef Jerky. The fucking band that we just went over.
video coming out on November 10th. That will be the beginning of a new era for the band,
Fuck that band.
and I think you guys are gonna really like it. This is my favorite song I've ever put out, and I'm so excited for just how much new music we have to show you. A lot of surprises are coming for the Nickisnotgreen universe, so please stay strapped in or leave. You could do one or the other. Okay,
Alright, goodbye, Nick.
let's start the video. Today's drama starts with one of YouTube's largest creators. Well, not that large.
Okay, fuck that. Alright, I think I'm gonna go over something else Nickisnotgreen said, because he said something that really caught my eye that I thought he would say in his response video, but he didn't. So I'm just gonna address it here. Because I think he took the Def Noodles route on wanting to be first to a story. Wait, shit. Because he...
I do not hang out, and I have never conspirized with him against Super Mega. And if you ask anybody that I know in real life, you'd know that I don't like Layden. I have had negative interactions with Layden in the past, yet I still reported on his word because he was a reputable source as someone who previously worked with Super Mega and was let go. I came
Pertaining to Daniel first.
to find out that pertaining to Daniel first. Now, there are about 30 seconds in each of my videos where I covered it as part of the story Lex was telling, and when I talked about Super Mega's response to longer than the first video. I put it out a couple days later, and I was careful not to mince words on what Matt and Ryan thought about this controversy. I did not hide anything they said. Since then, there have been constant claims that have been made, acting as if I never...
Fuck, now I lost it. Content that I made in the first place, the definition. First video. Shit. Yeah, so you went to Def Noodles. I don't know, I can't find it, but if I find it, I'll tell you. But like, he went the Def Noodles route on saying that, oh, he fucking wanted to be like first to the story. And my question here, Nickisnotgreen, is why? Why, if you're not making shit off of that because you didn't make shit off the super mega video because you claimed that you didn't do it. So like, what was the point of being first to the story if you haven't made shit off of it? I don't know, just mind-boggling to me. Anyways, I think that covers it, the whole Nick is not green story. Yeah, so if Nick is not green, total scumbag, total piece of shit. I suggest you guys not follow Nick is not green and probably follow somebody else more credible than Nick is not green, because I feel like there's someone else out there is probably more credible than Nick is not green. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace to the outs.